So you may be looking for some places to retire. Well, might I suggest one that is near and dear to my heart, Kerrville, Texas. First off, Kerrville is a great place to retire because it ranks 1,165 of the best places to retire in America. It's the county seat of Kerr County with a population of 24,278, and that was from the census of 2020. It has the city conveniences, but a small town feel, and it also has two HEBs. You don't know what HEB is? Well, Kerrville was the home of HEB. HEBs are Texas's HEBs are Texas grocery store chain, and they're beyond awesome. Also, you'll be having access to medical care. You know, as we're getting older, you need access to medical care. So the Peterson Regional Medical Center, they have various clinics across town. You're always like on nearly every corner, you're seeing some sort of Peterson clinic of some sort. They have classes and events, things to help, stay top of mind of anything in the aging community. Also, there's cancer care, memory care, dementia care. There's also holistic and natural care. Uh, just to let you know that healthcare is the leading industry in the city. So that will tell you about, how much medical care there is in this little town. There's also the Dietrich Center, and they support healthy aging by providing information services and activities as well as volunteer opportunities. They also have a little cafe that provides low-cost hot meals, healthy meals, and it's a good place just to go and see others, have a little lunch date, and go sit out with others, and socialize. It's a great place to just get out. Also, there's the Kerr Connect, and that provides transportation to members. So currently they have a 6-month waiting list. So you want to get your name on the list as soon as possible if you are planning to move to Kerrville. Since there's no public transportation, this is a great way, to get out and about if you don't have a car of your own, or if you can't drive yourself, things like that. So Kerr Connect would be a great opportunity to even you can volunteer with Kerr Connect and be a driver as well, if that interests you. There's also the Kerrville Senior Services Guide that I'll link below. Everything I'm talking about, I will link below in the more section, so you don't think you have to stop and write everything down. Also, number 2 and number 3 that I'm about to say go together. Number 2 is outdoor activities. There's 3 golf courses, 1 municipal and 2 private. The municipal is the Scott Schreiner Municipal Golf Course, and the 2 privates are the Club at Comanche Trace, as well as River Hills Country Club. There's also a tennis facility with pickleball courts, and 24 parks, as well as 2 off-leash dog parks. So you can take little Fido out for a walk and let him run for you too. I'll also include down below the 2025 Parks and Recreation Guide, and it will tell you everything that is going on with the parks for this year. Also, there's the Guadalupe River and the River Trail. The Guadalupe River is what runs through or alongside Kerrville. Swimming, kayaking, fishing. We love kayaking and canoeing, so we love to go down there and get in the water and just have some good summer fun. It's just really fun. It's a beautiful area down there. Also, near some state parks as well as city parks that are close to Kerrville that you can go partake in. The closest one is the city park, which is the Kerrville Shriner Park. I'll put a link below. It used to be a state park, but they turned it over to Kerrville, so now Kerrville maintains it. There's also Bandera Natural Area, and that's 30 minutes away. Remember in my last video, I said that here in Texas, we don't measure by miles, we measure by hours. So I'll put in a time as well as miles so you can see how long it would take you to get there. So the Bandera Natural Area is 30 minutes away, which is 25 miles. There's also the Guadalupe River State Park. It's an hour away, 50 miles. The Lost Maples, which is 1 hour away, 52 miles, and Garner State Park, which is 1.5 hours, or 79 miles away. I would suggest with the lost maples around the time of the year that the maples start turning, you want to call ahead or go on the website too, and they will let you know if the maples are turning. They'll let you know, and also the wait time to get in because there's usually a line to get into the park. So, because they can only let in so many, you know, if somebody goes out, then you can come in. But I have seen it. We've been in line to get out there before because we had reservations to go tent camping, backpacking and tent camping up at the top. But we had to wait to get in because they can only allow so many people in. So check their website before the maples turn so you can see, and it is well worth it. Also, there's the Croc Community Center. That's where they have a pool, basketball courts, weightlifting classes, and that's run by the Salvation Army there in Kerrville. There's also the Hill Country Shooting Sports Center, so you can go get your target shooting on, aim your gun, sight your gun in before it's time for hunting season. And number 3 goes along with number 2, which is our climate and weather. So this makes it great for all the previous outdoor activities that I mentioned because we have year-round pleasant weather, except for like a couple of weeks, you know, in February, it tends to be the coldest. But, you know, if you want to get out, you know, go hiking and if it's cold, you know, more on you. We get about 32 inches of average rainfall, and July and August are, of course, our hottest months. And as I mentioned earlier, our nearby state parks are the Guadalupe State Park, Lost Maples, and Garner State Park. Those are well worth a visit to go there. Also, I forgot to mention that Bandera Natural Area. Also, it's awesome as well. You can do kind of flat hiking, or you can hike up and watch a big thing is to watch the sun go down up at the top. I'll put a picture in there of what it was whenever we went with our dog. It was just beautiful. Also, for arts, culture, history, and entertainment, we have the Museum of the Western Art. We have Kerr Arts and Cultural Center, the Duncan Macashin Visual Arts Center. That's the Stonehenge 2 art installation. It's like a little miniature Stonehenge that somebody put up as a art project. And so it's stayed out there, and it's visitors come from all around just to see that art installation. But they have a theater out there, and I've been out there before. I think they were doing Greater Tuna. Have y'all ever seen that? It was fun. It was years ago. There's your Arcadia Live Theater, the Kalu Performing Arts Center, the Symphony of the Hills, and of course the James Avery Artisans Jewelry Home and Tour Campus. This right here is James Avery. I don't know if you've seen I'm sure you've heard of James Avery, the silver and the gold jewelry. And they started here in Kerrville in his garage, and now they have a campus up there on the hill. You'll pass by the Coming of the King sculpture and prayer garden on the way to the James Avery. I haven't been up there yet. I need to go up there, but I have passed by it, so I want to go do the tour and just watch them and see how everything is done. Also, there's the River's Edge Gallery and the Shriner Mansion. So that's a historical part of Kerrville. And I think you can do a virtual online tour, but now after doing the virtual online, I want to go see it. I want to really just go in there and just check everything out. Also, we have the food, the brewery, and the wineries, local cafes and restaurants ranging from all the usual plus, you know, the fusions and stuff like that. You have the Kerrville Wineries. There's some local breweries that are like all the time. I mean, if you drive through like the Fredericksburg area, you'll see a new winery going up like every month or something or other. It's just wineries out there have just like taken off and people love it. And so down here in Kerrville, they also have a couple of wineries as well. And the local breweries as well, the little micro brews and things like that. Those have taken off and people are just having fun with them. There's the retail. There's the high-end boutiques such as Shriner Goods. There's a Boutique M and a Golden Antler Boutique. Also local shopping. There's the Gibson's chain, which when I was growing up in Northeast Texas, there was a Gibson's in a little town called Sherman, Texas. And it was so much fun going to Gibson's. You know, Mom would be over there doing the grocery shopping, and us kids would be over the other part, you know, doing the toys and the candies and stuff. And it was just, you know, fond memory. So when I saw that Kerrville had a Gibson's, I was like, what? what? Bring it on. So we go there as much as we can, if we see some fun things. And of course, my dog is whining because daddy's home. And we have, of course, they have the Walmart. Then there's antique, consignment, and thrift stores, farmers markets on Saturdays located in the historic downtown. And there's the historic Camp Verde just outside the city limits, which has great food and shopping as well. And also the tax rate in Kerr is lower compared to other counties. The national tax rate is 0.90 and Kerr, I think, is a 1.08, which is lower than Williamson County, where I'm moving from right now. Texas does have higher property tax, but we don't pay state income tax. So it's like, so anyway. So if you would like to consider Kerrville, then I would be glad to help you. Just give me a call. I'll put my information right here and let's get started.